Hare Krishna. So today we are going to discuss the summary and overview of the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, that is Sankhya Yoga. It is also famous as a Gita Sar, or the contents of Bhagavad Gita summarized. So basically Arjuna's questions were completely addressed in the second chapter, and the third chapter is bonus in Bhagavad Gita. So it has a 72 verses and it's a second largest chapter in Bhagavad Gita. The first largest chapter in Bhagavad Gita is the last chapter, that is 18th chapter, which has a 78 verses. So what is these 72 verses? What is the contents of Bhagavad Gita? Let's enter into the core. So the first 10 texts are the Arjuna's further doubts. But in these 10 texts, he is surrendering to Kṛṣṇa as a disciple. So in these further doubts of Arjuna, the attitude of Arjuna changes from the friendship to discipleship. And Kṛṣṇa also take the role of a teacher. So this first 10th text is very important to come to the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. And then from text number 11 to text number 30, Kṛṣṇa explains the science of the soul. The analysis of the soul is being done with the different perspective. So the science of soul is the basic foundation of Bhagavad Gita. Kṛṣṇa very detailed way explains how a living entity is not the body but the spirit soul. The difference between matter and the spirit is specifically explained lucidly and in detail. In these 20 verses from text number 11 to 30, Kṛṣṇa gives the spiritual benefit also to Arjuna and the reason to fight for the soul. So the spiritual benefit is being explained from text number 11 to 30, and the next 8 verses from text number 31 to 38, Kṛṣṇa explains the material benefit, the definition of Kshatriya, that how Kshatriya by fighting can go to the heaven. So fighting is always for the benefit, whether it is spiritual or material, is being explained in these 8 verses from text number 31 to 38. And then Kṛṣṇa goes into the core content of Bhagavad Gita, that is text number 39 to text number 53, which explains the Buddhi Yoga. You will find most of the verses are having this word Buddhi. For example, Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, and then Buddhya Yukto Jahatiha. So there are very wonderful shlokas which is connected to intelligence. The Buddhi Yoga is being explained from text number 39 to 53. And then one question is arised by Arjuna in text number 54, that how a Sthita Prajna or a devotee talk, how the devotee sit, how the devotee walk. So Sthita Prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava sthitadim kim prabhasheta kim asita vrajeta kim. This question asked by Arjuna is going to be answered in the subsequent text of 55 to 72. So when Arjuna is asking a question, Sthita Prajnasya ka bhasha, what is the language, what he talks? So Kṛṣṇa explains in 55, 56, 57 word, what is the speech of the devotee. Then in text number 58 to 63, how the devotee is sitting, not literally sitting, but how he is situated and how he is stable in his spiritual and material life is being explained in text number 58 to 63. And then from text number 64 to 72, Kṛṣṇa explains how the devotee walk. So that doesn't mean literally walk, but how devotee interact in his transactions and interactions. That is being explained from text number 64 to 72. And also the definition of samadhi is also given. So there are many important points covered. So this is the overview of Bhagavad Gita from text number 1 to text number 72. I am going to explain more details in this video so that all the shlokas will be interconnected. How they are not independent shlokas, they are interconnected shlokas will be explained. So the first two shlokas are by Sañjaya, where Sañjaya explains the situation of Arjuna to Dhritarashtra. Tam tatha kripaya vishtam ashrupurna kulekshanam vishidantam idam vakyam uvacham Madhusūdana. So the text number 2 and 3 are the two slaps to Arjuna by Kṛṣṇa. Kṛṣṇa is telling kutastu akashmalamidam, how these impurities are coming in you, how you are asking such a confusing questions. Klaibyam masmagama Pṛthā, give up this petty false compassion and get up and fight. This is the instruction of Kṛṣṇa. Then Arjuna gives his further doubts from text number 4 to text number 8. But here the very important shloka comes. Shishyasteham chadimam tvam prapannam karpanya dosho pahata svabhava. Shishyasteham means I am going to be your disciple. Arjuna is surrendering to Kṛṣṇa. So this shloka is very important. The text number 7. And then he also gives the argument that how can I kill my guru? Gurun hi hatva hi mahanubhavan nahi prapashyami mama punudyat. I cannot see anything good in this war. And he also gives his confusing state. Nachetat vidmah gataranno gariyo. So whether I should be killed by Kauravas or I should kill Kauravas, I don't understand what to do. So after this, Sañjaya again explains in two shlokas the whole scenario. How Lord Kṛṣṇa smiles at the doubts of Arjuna because he already has the solution for his doubts. And then Lord Kṛṣṇa takes the role of a teacher and chastises Arjuna. Ashochanan vashochastvam prajñavadam shabhashase gata suna agata sumscha na anushocanti pandita. You are posing yourself like a pandita, but you are fool number 1. And then Kṛṣṇa started revealing the foundation of Bhagavad Gita, that is a science of soul. Arjuna, you are not the body, you are the soul. The living entity is not the body, it's not made up of chemicals, it's made up of the spirit soul. It also has ingredients. It is Sat Chit Ananda. It's full of truth, full of bliss, and full of happiness, and full of knowledge. So Kṛṣṇa gives a lot of perspective and analysis of Bhagavad Gita and the soul. So this science of soul is being explained from text number 11 to text number 30. Till 30, amazing different perspective of soul is being explained. Please go and read it. And then the material benefit is given. And what is that material benefit? Swadharmam apicha avekshana vikampetum arhasi. Dharmadhi yuddhachreya anyat kshatriyasya na vidyate. So the definition of kshatriya is being given. And the material benefit, if Arjuna fight the war, what will happen? Either he will win or he will be defeated. Either he will be alive or he will be dead. So if he becomes dead, he will go to the heavenly planets because he did his kshatriya dharma. And if he win and he is alive, he will enjoy the kingdom. So both way, materially he is going to get benefited. But if he don't fight, everybody will talk bad about him. And there will be hell waiting for him. So that was the explanation given in text number 31 to 38. From 39, the Buddhi Yoga starts. Buddhya yukto yaya Pṛthā. So Kṛṣṇa also tells that how by doing small devotional service, how person can be saved from very big dangers. Neha bhikramana shosti pratyavayo na vidyate swalpam apyasya dharmasya. Swalpam means little bit spiritual activity if you do. Trayate mahato bhayat. you will be saved from very, very big dangers. And then of course Krishna says how devotee is focused on his goal. He is resolute in his purpose. Vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana. And those who are confused are many branched. Bahushakhahi anantarcha abuddhayo vyavasayina. So that also been explained, and text number 42, 43, 44 explains how the person who is attached to the opulences and attached to the sense gratification, it is very, very difficult for him to focus. Vyavasayatmika buddhi samadhau na vidhiyate bhoga aishwarya prasaktanam. Those who are very, very attached to bhoga, taya apahrita chetasam, his intelligence is being stolen, his buddhi is being stolen by the maya. So that is also kriya vishesha bahulam. He celebrates big pompous ceremony, but in the core of heart he is not attached to God, he is attached to sense gratification. So that is also being explained very, very nicely. Krishna gives the example of a lake can serve the all functions of well. That also yanavartha yavanartha udapane sarvataha samplutodake. And then a very, very famous shloka comes, karmanneva adhikaraste. Most of the Indians knows only one line, but they don't know ma karma phala heturbu ma tu sangvastu akarmani. So don't be lazy to perform your duty. That is also been explained. And then dure nahi avaram karma. So you should stay away from abominable actions. That has also been explained in text number 49. And in this way, buddhi yukto jahati ha. All the shlokas which is connected to using the intelligence is being very nicely explained till 53. In 54th shloka, Arjuna asks questions. Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava sthitadim kim prabhasheta kim asita prajeta kim. What is the language which devotees are using? Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha. Sthita prajna means devotees, a pupil with a fixed mind. And then what is the language they are speaking? Kim prabhasheta, what they are talking. Kim asita, how they are sitting. Sitting means here the stability, how they are stable in their spiritual life or material life. How they are interacting with the material world. Vrajeta. So these questions are going to be answered in 55 to 72. In 55th, Krishna directly gives the answers that what are the symptoms of the Sthita Prajna, that he gives up all material desires and only stuck to the spiritual desires. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan. And then he gives up the attachment and fear and anger, vitaraga bhayakrodaha. So all this, and he's equipoised in the criticism or the glorification. He's not at all influenced. He's not elated in happiness. He's not depressed in suffering. So all these, and the comparison of the devotee with the kurma, with the tortoise, is also being given. How he controls his senses when it is required, and how he engages the senses when devotional service of the Lord is to be done. So in this way, a step-by-step fall down, also the 8 steps of fall down is also been explained in text number 62 and 63, where a fall down of a devotee is also systematic. Person do not commit a blunder in one day. It's a contemplative step-by-step fall down. That is also been explained. And one who surrenders to Krishna, how he get the prasad, how he get the mercy of the Lord, that is also been explained. And not just prasad, but how the unintelligent person reject the prasad and the intelligent persons accept the prasads. That is also been explained very nicely. And finally, it is given a conclusion that how the night for a devotee is a day for a materialistic people, and for the night of the materialistic people is the day of a spiritualist. That also been explained. And how devotee is like an ocean who is not disturbed by the endless flowing rivers of material desires. And then Finally, Krishna gives a conclusion in the last verse of 72, how devotees are Brahmi Sthiti, they are situated in the transcendental platform, and how the spiritual world is non-different from the devotional service to the Lord. So in this way, Brahma Nirvana Mruchyate, we can go to the spiritual world in this very life. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.